Hey, my name is Nathan Gotch, and this is my first Rankability review. So I'm actually the co-founder of Rankability, and I've been actually working on this tool for, I think it's actually August 2022 is when we started working on it, my partner and me, Simon. And we have just been all in on this really in private. No one really has known about it. We've just been working on it silently. But now we're gonna start to kind of publicly talk about this project we've been working on. And the cool thing is I'm actually going to share everything about Rankability, not just the development of this tool because I'm an absolute newbie when it comes to SaaS products, but I'm going to show you just the progress and growth of this tool, and ultimately, what works and what doesn't work for growing a business and ultimately growing a software company. So we're literally going to show the financials. I'm going to show how we're acquiring customers. I'm going to show the product itself. And so there's just a lot of detail I'm going to be giving, and I hope that's helpful so you can learn from the things that work for me, and obviously a lot of the mistakes that I'll be making. That's just inevitable. But I definitely embrace those things. So what I want to do is I want to take you over to my computer, and I'll just kind of give you a quick walkthrough of what's going on with Rankability. This is more of going to be a kind of a continually updated type of review. So this is like, we'll call this Rankability review number 1 or Rankability update number 1. And then I'll just keep publishing these. I don't know at what cadence, but they will be coming. So if you don't see one for a while, it's just because I'm building up some stuff to share, okay? So so if you're excited about this, please like this video, and let's jump over to my computer. Okay, so I'm inside of Rankability right now, and honestly, I'm not gonna just slam you with all the the features and all the stuff that this can do. At the end of the day, this tool is designed for agencies that really want to create SEO content that ranks at scale. Okay, that's who we're appealing to. That's who this tool is for. And obviously, if you're not an agency, this tool can certainly work for you, but we're really focused on the agencies because that's what we do best. So what we're really doing here is we're using NLP or NLU, which is natural language understanding, which is the kind of new terminology. But basically what we're doing is we're analyzing the top ranking results in Google, and then we're extracting the NLP keywords or the relevant keywords from these top ranking competitors, and then we're optimizing our assets for those keywords. Now, I want to make sure that there's one kind of clarification here. There's a lot of tools out there, okay? There's a lot of NLP tools. I've got nothing against them. A lot of them are great. And I'm not going to be in the business of bashing other tools. That's just not what I'm doing here. I'm just going to focus on what we're doing. And one thing that we're doing here is instead of thinking about keywords, we're focused on topics. Okay, so when we do an analysis of a keyword, so like this one's best, SEO training in Denver. Okay, we were ranking like number 10 for this. Then I ran it through Rankability, improved had someone actually write this content for me, had them optimize it inside of Rankability. And then now I think it's ranking, I don't know, number 2 or something. Okay, and that was in just like a week. So, and I'll be showing you more results, but that's just a really small example. But what we do here that's really unique is instead of thinking about like, how many times can I inject these keywords into the content? We don't care about that. All I care about is making sure that we're getting proper topic coverage, okay? So I view these over here, these so-called keywords, I view them more as topics, okay? So when I look at this, I wanna see where do we have a deficit in our topics. So when you look at this, and like originally our asset was at like a rankability score of, I don't know, it was like 20 or something. And what that indicates is that there's just a huge gap in topic relevance that we need to improve on. Okay, so when I look at this, I want to see like what are some areas where we can start to build more relevance in this content. So like off-page SEO. We hadn't even mentioned off-page SEO previously, so then we're gonna find an opportunity to talk about off-page SEO somewhere, okay? Sometimes it's as simple as just adding it in some kind of key spots. Other times I wanna add like entire sections. So I'll show you real quickly. This is one I just did on Gotch SEO, SEO benchmarks, okay? And this one is it ranked number one for a long time and started to fall off a little bit. And what I did though is I added another section to this content because I actually found that there was a big gap in the content, because when I ran it through Rankability, I saw that, a lot of people had been talking about local SEO benchmarks. And funny enough, I hadn't talked about them at all. So what I did is I added another section dedicated to local SEO benchmarks. Very simple, nothing super crazy, just a real simple section here. But what that does is that rounds out that topic even more, right? Now it's more comprehensive, now it's more relevant. And so this is why I really hope that, you can view these more as topics. Like we're building hyper relevant content that Google loves, but most importantly, we're building content that users like as well. This is why with Rankability, you're not going to find us saying, here's how to go generate AI content. That's not something we're going to be doing, because we're focused on building hyper relevant content that's extremely high quality. That's it. That's what we're doing. And I'm not saying you can't create high quality content with AI, but I'm just saying most people abuse it and use it the wrong way. So we're just not going to play that game. We're going to focus more on really high quality stuff. And at the end of the day, the people that are using our tool already, the people that will be using our tool, they're people who are working with clients. And when you work with clients, you can't do risky things like with their businesses. You're not going to jeopardize their business doing risky stuff. So this tool is designed for agencies, and agencies work with clients. So we're not going to ever promote something that we believe is potentially risky. Okay. Now for your own projects, for your own stuff where, you're the only one that will experience the declines and you're the one that takes on all the risk, then yeah, do whatever the heck you want. But for clients, we gotta play a game. We gotta play a clean game. Okay. So that's the difference here. Now, that's just real broad level. That's the content optimizer. There's a lot that this thing can do. We do integrate AI in a few different spots, and I'll show you an example here. So if we go into this one and we go to the content brief, okay, so you can actually use the AI brief to create this for you. So without this will be completely blank. You can manually fill it in. But if you wanted to run an AI brief, you just click this button, and we're using OpenAI. And what it will do is it will automatically create this brief for you, okay? And this is part one, is like getting the brief in the right spot. And then you go over to the outline, and then you can actually create an AI outline as well from scratch if you wanted, okay? So this is the only at this point, this is the only AI function that we have, is just purely for the content brief development. And if you've ever tried to create content at scale, this is one of the most time-consuming parts of creating content. Like just creating briefs is very time consuming. Okay, so you can tell like right away, very good outline just right out of the gate without even any edits. It's awesome, and we've tested this extensively. It works really well. And then the cool part is like the one I just showed you with Denver is if you go to share, you can copy this. And then you can actually share this with a writer, okay? So they'll be able to see, they've got the overview, they've got the SEO pieces that you want, they've got some similar content to model, they've got the content outline, and then lastly, they can go into the content optimizer and actually make edits. Once again, I'm not gonna go super deep into this, but let's dive into a couple other things. Let me show you real quickly just some general kind of results that have been going on. So we've got some early beta users, and you can see Miles here. He's already a member of Rankability. He's loving it. We've also got Safa here, who's loving the tool. He's one of our current members as well. And then even Radis. Radis actually already saw improvements in 24 hours just making changes with Rankability. And I think funny enough, if you search Rankability review, I think Radis is ranking for that. So just a little FYI, we are gonna have an affiliate program. So if you're gonna write a Rankability review, I would highly recommend doing it very soon, because it's only going to get more competitive. Our affiliate program is going to be insane. I think we're doing a minimum 40% lifetime recurring commission. So just FYI. And then these are the results. So I'm tracking every single keyword, every single project that we're working on, either in my own business or in my clients' businesses, any projects that we're working on. I'm tracking it like really at a hyper focused level. And so far, based on my testing over the last, let's say 6 months, I'm at about a 91% ranking improvement success rate. And it's only 91% because I'm still pending a few URLs. So this is honestly, I don't want it to sound unrealistic. I don't want to say it's 100%, but honestly, it's probably going to get pretty close to that. And this is just 3 examples. These are individual pages, right? So obviously traffic will be lower on any individual page, but you can see the performance gains. And these are honestly the direct result of just revising an existing page, rebuilding it with the NLP in mind based on what Rankability has provided me, upgrading that content, making it the best that it can be, and then republishing. And then for a few of these, we did acquire a couple of backlinks, and that's it. Like nothing crazy. That's kind of the process, is rebuild it with Rankability and then drive backlinks to it, and also internal links as well. Okay, so not super complicated. But it works. It absolutely works. And I'm actually, the funny thing is, like, this isn't just like a tool that I just created to, for fun. Like I created this tool so I can actually use it. And now I do. I use it every single day in my SEO campaigns. Okay. Now let's talk about the financials. Okay, you can see here, this is more for people that are interested in following this journey here. So right now we're at about 2,300 monthly recurring revenue. Okay, we launched. Well, I don't even want to say we launched. We opened to having phone calls, demo calls with for Rankability in March. Okay, it's currently April, so we're 30 days in so far, and we're at about 2,300 monthly recurring revenue. So this is kind of like, I don't even want to call this an official announcement. This is more of just like an update. But if you want to say this is an announcement, now I'm actually starting to talk about it a little bit more. Okay. Revenue collected, $5,200, and total investment is $237,000. Yes, $237,000. So, it's a big investment. And like I said, I'm going to be, updating you guys on this progress. So as these things grow, and obviously this net profit will change over time. But you can see like how the expenses are kind of allocated. Now keep in mind, I'm not considering like marketing expenses and other things, because it's the way my business is set up. It's kind of blended because I have Gotcha SEO and, I have Gotcha SEO Academy, and there's just like a lot of things. When I do marketing, it kind of like, it transfers across all products. So, but the point is like just pure hard costs of developing this thing. You're looking at like back-end costs, which is like the actual programming and software, that like the stuff that you don't see. And then the front end as well, which is, actually what you do see. And so, or the user interface, if you want to call it that. And then API costs. So we're pulling a lot of APIs from various sources. So that costs a lot of money to be able to pull those APIs. So really what this is like, there's heavy upfront investment to get this thing rolling. But over time, these things should start to, work itself out. So just to give you a little update. And by the way, just so you know, I'm not like, this isn't all made up. I'm actually going to be sharing this publicly. So you can see here in Barometrics, 23, right, 2359, and just and by the way, I can refresh it too for the people that are skeptical. There we go, 2359. All right, and this is this is actually going to be public, so you'll be able to actually check this at any time. You'll be able to see where we're at. We're one of like 6 companies on Barometrics that actually is going to show their financials. Okay, so this is directly linked up with my Stripe, like one of our Stripe accounts for Rankability. So there's just no way to fake this. And so, you're going to see good, bad, whatever happens, you're going to see it all here. Okay, so but this is where we're currently at. And I expect this to grow quite quickly. And then the other part here is like how we're acquiring members for Rankability. Mainly Gotcha SEO Academy. Okay, most of the people that have enrolled so far are Gotcha SEO Academy members, which makes perfect sense because that's basically the only place that we've talked about it. We haven't really talked about it in very many places. I've talked about it briefly on my channel a little bit, here and there, but it's really Gotcha SEO Academy. So this will change over time, and obviously once we introduce paid and other marketing channels, that will change. But for now, this is what the makeup looks like. And then a couple things, just so you know, just kind of like FYI, we're really trying to do things really different with Rankability. Okay. I've used a lot of SaaS products in my time. I've been doing SEO since 2011. I've used an ungodly amount of tools and software and so many things. But I can tell you, Some of these tools just don't treat their customers very well, okay? That's different for us. The only thing we care about is the experience. And we know this because when you go and look, like you can go and see for yourself, Gotcha SEO Academy reviews, okay? So we can see, well, obviously you can see my reviews, but you can just go Gotcha SEO Academy and just like look at the reviews. Like seriously, you can look at these reviews, read them for yourself and see like the most common thing that people will talk about is community. They'll talk about, and talk about just generally how much we actually care about the people that are in this program, okay? And it's gonna be the same with Rankability. So the reason I'm saying that is because every Wednesday, I'm doing a coaching call for Rankability members. So you can see here in the back, and pretty soon you'll be able to see this is like the kind of the test server before it goes live on all our member accounts. But you'll see mastermind call here every Wednesday. I'm going to jump on a call. So we just did one yesterday, and then we'll do another one next week. And these calls are just an opportunity for us to jump on, talk about your strategy, talk about how you're using Rankability, talk about SEO in general, and ultimately be able to provide the value and the support that you need to succeed with this tool. Okay. And so I really, really care about your success, and I will make that apparent. Okay. So this is not just a tool. This is, we're trying to actually drive results. At the end of the day, the goal of this is for you to get better SEO results in an easier way. That's the point of the software, so that it's easier for you to get SEO results, but we're also going to give you the support for it as well. So you can also go and check. I have a Rankability review on Gotcha SEO. If you search Rankability review on Google, I'm probably in the top 3 or something, I would imagine. But you can go and read this. There's a little more detailed stuff here. But you know, the one thing I will show is like some of the things that are coming up here. Okay. What we're working on right now is obviously making each of our products within the product better. So keyword research, content optimizer, content monitor, like these are really our focus right now. But then we also have some really good things coming. Like I mentioned, we have the mastermind calls, which that's already rolling every Wednesday. And then ranking diagnosis, that will be coming shortly. So that's going to be an opportunity for you to actually just click a button or enter your URL, enter your keyword in, and then we're going to basically automate the ranking diagnosis template that I show here. Okay. And that's basically just going to tell you like, what are the things that are holding your SEO performance back? So that'll be kind of the fourth product within Rankability, working on that one now. And then we do have Rankability Academy that will be coming here very shortly. And then the Rankability Ambassador program. So you can see the details of that. But you know, that's it. So this is kind of my first update for Rankability. Let's call it version 1.0, even though honestly, it's on probably version like 100 already, but just for, let's say, public purposes, this is really version 1.0 at this point. So like I said, this is just the first Rankability review / update. I'll be doing many more of these as we develop, and I'll be sharing, the progress that's going on here, and obviously the progress of the tool, the progress of the business, and most importantly, like talking about how this tool can actually help you get better SEO results. That's what matters. So if you want to try Rankability today, go ahead and just click the link here in the Rankability review post. I'll actually drop the link as well below this video, but click on this. And then if you go to sign up, you can enter your details and then pick whatever package works for you. And there's no commitments or anything. You can cancel at any time, but you will be one of our founding Rankability members. So that's all there is to it. Hope to see you on the inside, and I'll see you in the next update. Thanks for watching.